When Olivia Sanders turned 60, she expected to feel a bit slower, maybe get tired a little easier, but she never anticipated that her legs would start to feel so weak. She'd been a dance teacher for over 30 years, instructing ballet, jazz, and even hip-hop to generations of students in her small Florida town. Her legs had always been her pride. Graceful, strong, and dependable, until one day, they weren't. It began subtly. A missed step on her studio staircase, a stumble while walking her golden retriever Max, or the growing difficulty in standing from a seated position. At first, Olivia thought she was just tired, but the weakness crept in slowly, and her confidence started to fade. For someone who had always been so mobile, the change was disheartening. Olivia visited her primary care doctor, Dr. Marcus Hall, a warm, pragmatic physician who had treated her for over a decade. After a thorough checkup and some blood work, Dr. Hall sat Olivia down and explained that what she was experiencing wasn't uncommon. As people age, the muscles in the legs begin to deteriorate if not properly supported, especially if the body is missing key vitamins and nutrients. Dr. Hall leaned back in his chair and said, "Olivia, your legs aren't failing because you're getting old. They're just undernourished." That single line sparked a change in Olivia's life. She began researching, reading, and learning everything she could about the role nutrition plays in maintaining strong legs and healthy muscles, no matter your age. What she discovered would not only transform her own life, but would later become the foundation of a wellness program she would develop to help others reclaim their strength. One evening, as she sat on her porch with her neighbor and best friend, Carol Jennings, she shared her findings. Carol, who had been dealing with similar issues, listened intently. "I had no idea vitamins could make that much of a difference," Carol said, sipping her herbal tea. Olivia nodded. "It's not just one or two, it's a combination. And not the kind of thing you fix overnight. But when you consistently nourish your body, your legs respond. You feel steadier, more balanced. You feel younger." They began walking together every morning, incorporating light stretching and focusing on foods rich in what Olivia now called her Power 6 vitamins. With Olivia's guidance and Dr. Hall's oversight, Carol began noticing improvements too. Her steps were lighter, and the stiffness in her knees subsided. The first major breakthrough Olivia experienced came around the third week of changing her diet and introducing supplements under Dr. Hall's guidance. She had taken a short trip with her daughter, Emily, to visit a botanical garden in Savannah, Georgia. The garden was enormous and required over 2 miles of walking. To Olivia's surprise, she didn't feel the typical fatigue in her thighs and calves. Her pace was quicker, and she wasn't reaching for a bench every 15 minutes. That night in the hotel, she sat with Emily and explained the regimen she had adopted. Emily, a nutritionist herself, was impressed. "Mom, this is real progress. You're doing exactly what we recommend to our senior clients, and you're proving it works. This could help so many more people." With encouragement from Emily and Carol, Olivia decided to share her experience more broadly. She started a YouTube channel called Leg Strong Life, where she talked about how essential vitamins could restore vitality and prevent the decline in leg strength that so many older adults experience. The comments section filled up quickly with viewers sharing their own stories, asking questions, and thanking her for opening up a conversation that rarely got attention. Every video Olivia made was based on real-life experiences, backed by research, and carefully reviewed by Dr. Hall and Emily. She wasn't pushing products or miracle cures, just sharing what had worked for her and what the science supported. At the core of her program were 6 essential vitamins she now swore by. Olivia began to realize that these vitamins worked together, like a team, to nourish the muscles, nerves, and bones that kept legs strong and mobile. When any one of them was deficient, the whole system struggled. People often commented that they didn't realize how much their diet affected their legs until it was too late. But Olivia's story offered hope that with the right changes, even later in life, strength could be regained. Her channel grew, and soon, local community centers invited her to speak. She hosted senior wellness seminars across Florida, teaming up with dietitians, physical therapists, and fitness trainers to create holistic programs. At every event, she told her story, How she went from fearing she'd lose her independence to walking confidently into a new chapter of life, all because she learned to feed her legs the right nutrients. During one seminar in Jacksonville, a woman in her 70s named Deborah stood up and tearfully thanked Olivia. She said she had been using a cane for over a year but started following Olivia's nutritional advice 3 months ago. Just that morning, she had walked from her car to the venue without it. The room erupted in applause. Later, Dr. Hall shared with Olivia that he had started integrating her video content into his practice. "You're reaching people in a way I can't in a 15-minute appointment," he said with a smile. "You're giving them tools. You're giving them hope." Olivia's message was always consistent. You're never too old to rebuild your strength. But it takes intention, consistency, and the right building blocks. The body is a machine that needs the correct fuel. And when it gets that fuel, it responds sometimes more quickly than we expect. Years passed, and Olivia's following continued to grow. She published a book, developed a line of vitamin-infused recipes with Emily, and even released a gentle exercise DVD designed specifically for seniors who struggled with lower body strength. The feedback was overwhelming. Grandparents shared how they were now able to chase their grandkids. Others reported reduced fall risks and improved posture. Olivia never claimed that vitamins were magic. But what she made clear was that no matter your age, what you put in your body affects how you move, how you feel, and how much you enjoy your life. One Sunday morning, she received a letter from a veteran in Arizona named George Collins. He had served in Korea and had struggled with leg weakness for nearly 2 decades due to injury and age. After finding Olivia's videos and consulting with his VA doctor, he started making dietary changes, adding the essential vitamins she discussed. His letter ended with this line: "For the first time in 10 years, I walked to my mailbox and back without stopping. Thank you, Olivia. You reminded me that progress is possible, even at 82. That letter now sat framed in Olivia's living room, a symbol of what one voice, one story, and one commitment to healthy living could inspire. As Olivia herself turned 70, she celebrated not just her birthday but her ability to still dance, still walk miles with Max, and still rise from her favorite rocking chair without needing assistance. Her legs had become her story, and they told a tale of revival, resilience, and the power of the right nutrients at any age. Through her journey, she had become more than a retired dance teacher. Olivia Sanders had become a beacon of strength, one step at a time.